Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on, YouTube? Merry Christmas, it's Festive Filthy, and we're back with another video. Today we're going to look at all the best builds in Season 25 Diablo 3. We're going to have a look at the leaderboards. We've got a fair few that have cleared 150 already. Looks pretty much like every class is going to get there this season. It's, you know, the slowest clear at the top of the boards, I think, is like 146. Obviously, this is the EU boards. That's the region that I play in. So I haven't looked at the US boards, so they may well be different. But before we do jump in, as always, guys, a thumbs up does make my Christmas. Now, if Santa was going to drop you something for Christmas, let's say Santa deals in primals, what is it that you would like? I would probably quite like a Convention of Elements, you know, use that in quite a lot of builds. Maybe a Band of Mice on the Barb would be quite nice. But yeah, let me know, primal-wise, if Santa could box you off, what would you have? Now, looking at the boards, I think let's do this in reverse order. Let's hope it hasn't changed since I looked. I think in last is actually Barb. I think this looks just about the weakest class. I would say there's not many people playing Barb, not many people pushing it. This 145 from Rob, for instance, has been here for a long time. So I've got a sneak suspicion that Barb could do a little better than this. But still 146 with only 2.3k Paragon. You know, obviously we're going to get loads more Paragon than this across the course of the season. And it is the Whirlwind Barb. Now, Soul Shard wise, it is using the Ring of Fire, so it's the Sliver of Terror with the unlockable property for Ring of Fire for the 100 kills for the big explosion. Obviously, that is a bit of a carry sometimes in the game, so that is probably what is going on with an absolute boatload of area damage being stacked. The gem in the sword is Essence of Anguish. We've obviously got a bit of poison damage, which I'm guessing, yeah, is on this weapon here. So you have to have poison damage to activate this, but an extra 50% damage and cooldown reduction and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, it is a pretty much classic Whirlwind build. We've got Stone Gauntlets for toughness, Band of Might for toughness, Convention for spike damage on physical, Zodiac to keep up Wrath of the Berserker, which will negate the Stone Gauntlets impact, Lamentation, which is normally the Barb belt for the Whirlwind Rend. Istvan set, it's super interesting to see that obviously the poison damage on this Slander is so important that we've actually got a non-ancient one. Again, area damage. So the idea, I'm guessing, with this is you're going to make a big pull with the Ancient Spear, try and area damage it down, and then you're basically relying on the Soul Shard, timing everything correctly to wipe out the Rift Guardian. So perhaps a bit of fishing for this. Mortix Brace and Squirt's Necklace make up the items, and then we've got a Bane of the Trapped, a Taeguk, and also a Stricken. But yeah, as I say, a fairly standard one. Now, what's quite interesting that on the Barb board, this 145 is actually on Lord Hota. Rob has collected up some very nice pieces here. I love me some primals, guys. Interesting to see whether this can go much further. I'm going to have a bit of a push of Lord Hota. I think I'll probably push both Lord Hota and Whirlwind. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, Barb 145. I think that's not too bad. Up next, I think we have got the Wizard. So let's just check that out. Again, probably a fairly underplayed class at the moment. Not too many people I'm seeing playing Wizard. It's Firebirds, it's Orgilds, it's the Deathwish, Mantle of Channeling, Orb of Infinite Depth, Crimson's, Rogue, you know, just the kind of, again, fairly standard Firebird setup. Now, Firebirds obviously did get a bit of a nerf, but again, you know, we've got 4 minutes to spare on a 146. There's only 2.4k Paragon, so again, I would be expecting Wizard to clear 150. You know, maybe that'll happen over the festive period and the holidays. A Zodiac for cooldown. We've got a Convention of Elements for spike damage. We've got the Stricken, Taeguk, Squirts. For the soul shards, we've got the Shard of Hatred in this one. Increased damage for every enemy, basically depending on how many enemies are around. Interesting to see that one. And then in the weapon, we've got the Essence of Anguish. So again, this kind of poison damage. Now, interestingly, there is no poison damage on the weapon. So I don't really know what's going on with that. So who knows? Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe that should be poison on here, and then that would be extra more damage, because I can't for the life of me work out where the poison damage is. But if anybody knows, let me know. So in fifth, who have we got? We've got the Demon Hunter. Now, obviously, we did have a load of shenanigans. This is one of the reasons why it's taken a bit of time to make this video. I was going to make it last week, but we had all the cheese with the 30-second Duo 150s. Back down to earth with a bit of a bump. This is Marauders. Again, this is something I'm interested in playing this season. I haven't got around to setting up the push build yet, but it is going to be Marauders with Cluster Arrow. So we've got the Bombardiers Rucksack for the extra sentries, Yang's Recurve for the huge toughness and resource cost reduction. The Dreg of Lies is going to give us the stacking pet increase, so up to 50% damage, which is pretty good. Pet's dealing 25% damage natively on that gem as well, because obviously it is a pet build. And then we've got the Sliver of Terror in Helm, so extra damage and basically fire and lightning skills doing more damage. Marauders with the Crimsons, we've got the Convention of Elements, we've got a Traveller's Pledge and Compass Rose. Enforcer Gem because it's a pet build, Trapped and also Stricken. We've got the Raptors Clarity to help keep the player alive. Again, a lot of area damage. Zoe's Secret for pretty decent damage reduction, because obviously Marauders, you get all of the companions. Manticore for the hatred reduction on Cluster Arrow and damage increase. And then a Rogue to make it up. 2.5k Paragon. So again, I do think we're going to get to 150 on Marauder. Just out of interest, Gears of Dreadlands, as you can see, Grumpy Pants. Now that's quite apt for the Gears of Dreadlands. As we can see, I'm not sure that'll get to 150. I just don't know if it's quite got the juice in it. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, at least we've got no more cheese on the board, so that is pretty good. In fourth, we have got Witch Doctor. 147 on Arik here. So this is, again, this has been buffed for this season, like Marauder was. We've got 5 pieces. We've got the Depth Diggers, because obviously we're buffing up the Spiders, which is a primary skill. We've got the new added Spider Queen Grasp for the extra corpse spider damage. We've got the Shukrani's Triumph, again reworked, extra damage with the Spirit Walk, which is cool. We've got the Brood of Arane, again, another new item. Traveller's Pledge, Compass Rose. We've got the Trapped. We've got the Enforcer, because, again, it's another pet one. The spiders do count as pets. We have got Simplicity Strength, because, obviously, again, they are a primary ability. Lacumbas. I've been playing a bit of Witch Doctor for bounties, and this is just such a great change. We get the 60% damage reduction, even at 1 stack now, and it obviously adds a bit more as you go further on. We've got the Sliver of Terror in the helm, so this is giving attack speed and cooldown as well as damage. And we've got the Dreg of Lies, again with the stacking pet effect, boosting up the damage and pet damage. Wormwood, I guess this is probably to get the Locust Swarm on, which is obviously handy. We've got the Ring of Emptiness for 300% extra damage, so those two obviously pair together pretty well. Mask of Jerem for pet damage. Yeah, Witch Doctor looking in a pretty decent spot. Only 3 more tiers to go. 2.5 minutes left on the clear. Witch Doctor should, I think, be at 150 pretty soon. It is obviously looking pretty powerful. Just out of interest, Zuni's is only at 140 at the moment. Again, this is another one that in theory would benefit from the Lacumbas, but it may well be that people still just run it how they did with the Orgilds, which is a very squishy setup. So you might find that comes roaring past later, but it does look like the Arik here has got a pretty decent start on it. And just out of interest, Mundanugu also at 140. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I think there's a decent chance Mundanuga will get to 150, but again, we'll just kind of have to see. So that brings us in to third, and this surprised me a little bit actually. Necromancer up at 150, and this is with, a corpse explosion build, if I'm not mistaken. Let's close that. So yeah, lovely festive gems here. Come on, we've got to give a good thumbs up for that, haven't we? So this is Corpse Explosion, so Grasp of Essence, the Nair's Black Death, stacking poison skills. We've got Stone Gauntlets and Ice Climbers for huge toughness. Triggle's Corroded Fang for extra damage. Remnant of Pain, we're getting attack speed increase up to 50%, which is interesting. Incapacitated enemies are automatically critted though, and obviously you're going to have a frozen land. Pop all your poison abilities, pop your corpse explosion, and just watch everything get blammed in a nice damage window. Johnstone for buffing up corpse explosion. We've got Anderel's Visage for some more poison. This has got a Shard of Hatred in it. Did we cover this? 10% increased damage, stacking up to a maximum of 100. Obviously, the way the poison explosion works, you're looking to get a big group of stuff, so that's absolutely perfect. Dainties for toughness, Crispins for damage. Obviously, it's a Legacy of Dreams build, so the Lod Gem. We've got the Stricken. Lornell's Sunstone, always an interesting item for Necro. I think this one, your toughness goes up as your life goes down. Strong Arms, again, another slight modifier that we've got there. Aquila for some toughness, and then a fairly open shoulder slot. Again, big area damage everywhere as you're looking to create that huge big corpse explosion pile of goop. In second, we've got Crusader. 150 has been cleared in 13 minutes by Northwar. So Seder, obviously 150 clear. 3.3k Paragon, that is obviously a loss, but you know, we're not that far into the season. People are going to be grinding huge Paragon levels this season, I think. And it is the bomb, the Thorns bomb with the critting. Super interesting. The Remnant of Pain is only unlocked to level 2. I guess that's all that we need out of it, which is that the incapacitated enemies are automatically suffered a crit. We've got the Norvald set, we've got the Crimson set, we've got Orgild's shoulders and braces. And other than that, we've got the 5 pieces of a Khan to make it up. A Stone of Jordan for some lightning damage, so obviously just matching your elements increases your damage generally. We've got Convention of Elements for timing those bombs. We've got the Mortal Drama for bombardment increase and also damage increase. Bells of the Trove, making them rain down from the sky automatically for us. Rourke to make up the bonuses. Of course, the Thorns gem, and we are benefiting from Thorns in the weapon as well because of the way that the soul shards work. In the helmets, the Sliver of Terror, we've got lightning and fire increase, so that's why we've got the lightning on the Stone of Jordan, I'm guessing, pairing all those together for a nice big damage, and lightning again also on the Remnant of Pain, so nice huge damage from matching all those elements on there. Cooldown increase and damage reduction, damage increase on the Sliver of Terror. But yeah, that looks pretty powerful. Again, I would like to play that this season. I really do need to get a move on with my push stuff, and probably no great surprise, the best build this season by a mile, a 150 in 5 minutes, which is pretty nutty. 3.4k Paragon, 5 minute 150. I mean, as I said, when we last had a little bit of a look at 150 being cleared, God knows what this is going to be at the end of the season. But this is the Inner Monk with Orgilds and with the Shenlong set. The Remnant of Pain giving us the stacking pest increase again. We've got the Sliver of Terror giving attack speed and crit chance. We've got the COE with the Enforcer. We've got the Trapped. We've got the Stricken. Binding of the Lesser Gods for big damage when using Cyclone Strike. Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose for standing still and getting the extra modifier. Obviously balancing that with the Shenlong's mechanic for just huge damage. Flying Dragon gives us the double attack speed. We've got Crudest Boots for Mystic Ally, increased damage. Yeah, pretty crazy that this is clearing 150. So those are the builds. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to check out. I can't really think. The Lod Crusader, not too bad. That will come up a bit as well. But yeah, I'd say 150 is probably not far away from pretty much every class. Really pleased the Necro's done it. You know I'm a Necro at heart. Barb, who's going to be next? Is it going to be Barb? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, they are the best builds this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of time left. I'm looking forward to augmenting out some stuff. Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. Good luck with Santa. Good luck with RNG. And I'll see you hopefully soon for some more content. Take it easy. Peace.